Not all, I hope we are still health and safety about the pandemic of COVID-19 in our country. So today we will talk about a computer invention based on my group. Let me introduce first my group. There is Bintang Samudro, me, Rayhan Maulana Akbar, and Rayhan Dirga Aidil Hakim. We will talk about a computer invention. Before we talk about the computer invention, uh, we divide it as 7 parts of computer invention. The first, who the inventor was. Second, who's the invention. Uh, who used the invention. Third, the history. Four, function. Five, how it works. Six, how the invention has affected our life. And last, advantages and disadvantages of the computer. So before we talk about the computer invention, we must know about the definition of what is computer. Is it a computer is a machine that can be instructed to carry out sequence of arithmetic or logical operation automatically via computer programming. In inventor history, we divide it as 5 part of era. In the first era, that pre-20th century, and continue with mechanical computer, and analog continue with analog computer, and then digital computer, and the last is modern computer. But before we talk about the pre-20th century, uh, we talk about the before pre-20th century, that figure is Panini on 500 Babylon. Panini systemized and technically using metallurgy, transformation, and recursion basis for Panini backups for from use to describe programming language. And continue from Panini, there's algorithm in 830. Algorithm is the term algorithm is derived from the algorithm, the technique of performing arithmetic. And after algorithm, we continue to the pre-20th century, which is there's Roman abacus on 2,400 Babylons. It was the first portable calculating device for engineering merchants and presumably tax collectors. It greatly reduced the time needed to perform the basic operation of arithmetic using Roman numerals. We haven't seen the computer in here, but we can see about the basic of computer here. And we continue about after pre-20th century, there's a mechanical computer. Mechanical computer development over 15 years, from 1822 to 1837 by Charles Babbage. Charles Babbage is an English mechanical engineer and polymath. Originated the concept of a programmable computer, designed the analytical engine, and built a prototype for a less powerful mechanical calculator. After mechanical computer, there is on 1930, there is Fenerbahce, analog computer pioneer, originator of the memory and index, which led to the development of hypertext. We also know hypertext now as HTML or hypertext markup language. After analog computer, we continue to the digital computer on the 1939 by John Vincent Atansoff. John Vincent Atansoff built the first electronic digital computer. Is called the Atansoff Berry computer. So it was neither programmable nor Turing complete. And we continue after the digital computer to the modern computer on 1943 and 1955 51. There's a two figure here on the 1943 by John Adam Presper Eckert, and on the 1951 by John Mauchly. Both of them designed and built the ENIAC, the first modern uh, all, all electronic and Turing complete the digital computer, and the UNIVAC the first commercially available computer. And after that invention, uh, who use it of the technology of the computer? Uh, the answer is user. User is divided by two components. There's a user and the end user. What is the difference of that? The user is a person who use the product, but the end user is the operator to interact user. Okay, and that's all the inventor and who use the computer, and we will continue to the Rayhan Dirga presentation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Dirga Hakim, and I wanna continue this presentation about the invention of computer. So I'm gonna explain about history, function, and how does computer work. The first one is about history of computer. Let's see. The first period in history of computer is mechanical era that happened between 1623 and 1945. The idea of using machines to solve mathematical problems such as addition, subtraction, multiplication can be traced at least as far as the early 17th century. This computer was designed by Babbage. One of the first commercial use of a mechanical computer was by the U.S. Census Bureau, which used punch card equipment designed by Herman Hollerith to tabulate data for the 1890 census. The second one is computer first generation. This computer was designed by a professor of physics and mathematics named G.V. Atanasov and a graduate student named Clifford Berry. They designed a computer that can solve 29 equations simultaneously. This is the first time a computer is able to house data within its own memory. This computer was built using vacuum tube, which generated large amounts of heat, were bulky and unreliable. Next one is computer second generation. This computer is the first computer that using a transistor technology. During the second generation, many high-level programming languages were introduced, including Fortran, Algol, and COBOL. And important commercial machines in this era include IBM 704 and its successors, the Z709 and 7094. Next one is third generation. This computer used integrated circuits, or ICs or IC. The IC was invented by Jack Kilby, and this development made computers small in size, reliable, and efficient, more efficient than previous generation. Next one is computer fourth generation. This computer used very large-scale integrated, or VLSI. Yeah, this is used VLSI circuits. Two important events marked the early part of the third generation. The first is the development of C programming language, and the second is the Unix operating system. And the last period is computer fifth generation. This generation is based on parallel processing hardware and AI, or artificial intelligence. This computer can use all the high-level language like C, C++, Java, etc. and this computer got more user-friendly, compact, powerful, and fast. So, second, I wanna explain about the function of computer. Actually, there are four basic functions of computer. There are input, storage, processing, and output. In input, a computer retrieve or accept information from outside source. In storage, a computer store information. Processing, computer in processing, this is really the core of computer operation. And last, the output is the result of processing that can be used for user. And the last one is how does a computer work? There are a part of computer to make easier about how does computer work. The first one is CPU. CPU is the main bridge between all the computer's major parts. Second one is HDD or hard disk. This is allow programs and documents are stored in it. The third one is RAM. It's a place on computer where are the operating system, application programs, and data in current. Next one is motherboards. It allows every part of the computer to retrieve power and communicate with each other. Next one is ROM. ROM is a read-only memory, and BIOS or BIOS. They serve as a liaison between the computer operating software and the various hardware components that support it. And the last is sound and video cards. They contain special circuits that allow your computer to play sounds and display graphic on your monitor. That's my presentation. I wanna invite my friends to continue this presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Bintang Samudro, and now I'm going to talk about how the invention of computer has affected our life and what is the advantage and disadvantage of the computer. And of course, I will give a conclusion of this presentation. So first, let's move to the how the invention of computer has affected our life. Right now, we have arrived at Industry 4.0. All the things we do is almost work together with the computer. With the everything is connected, the help of internet makes easier for a computer we use to do things remotely. So how computer affect our lives? In the field of communication, by making easier for us to communicate using the help of computers, make us save time and do digital conversation. Komputer can bring people closer together and facilitate contacts between them using email, chatting, video conference, mobile phones, and social media. It saves time, effort, and money compared with the latter use. Not only that, but also many business deals and conference is now made through by the help of internet and computer. So next, it also help the field of education. Education is also increasingly advanced with the existence of computers. Not only make it easier to find the right answers, but also helps teacher and student in doing long distance education like right now. Computers help students a lot with their assignment and presentation. For instance, a student had to do a project on world history. He would use the digital encyclopedia to search for the information. Even teachers themselves use computer as well. They use computer to keep track on grades or prepare notes for the exam and presentation for their student. By connecting computer device together, which save a lot of time and money. I think not only in the field of communication and education, many more. It helps space exploration, the medical field, entertainment, and I think there will be many more. I cannot tell you all of it. So let's move to the next part or the last part. is the advantage and disadvantage of the computer. All the things in this world are not perfect. Of course, there must be advantage and disadvantage. First, I will talk about advantage of computer. Computer is a quick solver problem. By simply introducing the computer, we can solve difficult problems such as physics and calculus. We can do programming, and also it helping people in online transaction. Next is connect to internet and get all things. You just need to type the keyword on search engine and they will find more than 1,100 answer in just a second. So let's move to the disadvantage. First is increased crime rates. The more advances of this technology, there will always appear crimes such as cybercrime and personal data thieves that will trouble us. So we need to be careful to keep our data. Next disadvantage is many people can socialize. It makes us lazy to meet people. Using computer can make you physically weak, and doing extra unwanted activities on computers can waste your time. And in the future, I think it will make humans lose their job, unfortunately. As computers become smarter and smarter and more capable, they also replace the need for many jobs. They might replaced by artificial intelligence. For example, like toll ticket officer are now gone and replaced by tap cards and car without driver. So, to conclude, computers are tools that make it easy for us to solve problems. Without them, maybe we will trouble because they are vital for us. Computers will develop even further than we think today. Thank you for listening to us and see you on the next time. I'm sorry for mistaking like grammar or anything. Thank you for watching and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.